Today, Sunday, 19th January 2025. Here are some of the IPOB news beats for the week. The indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, has condemned the barbaric slaughter of over 30 innocent Biafrans last week in also Imo State. IPOB, in a press release on Tuesday, commiserates with the families of those who lost their loved ones in the senseless slaughter in Osu Ihitokwa community, accusing a group that called themselves Umoma as responsible for the wicked acts. IPOB stated they remain committed in the fight against sponsored criminality to destabilize our Igbo, clarifying that ESN remains ESN without any nickname, that the so-called Umoma are the same criminals as the Biafra Liberation Army under the control of the Biafra government in exile, Biggie, with Butuzo as their notorious commander. IPOB gave the names of the leaders of these criminal gangs as they performed in the Finland prison, Ngozi Orabeze in US and others, stating that these criminals have no relationship with IPOB. Rather, they are Nigerian government recruits and being sponsored by some Southeast politicians to impersonate and blackmail IPOB ESN. IPOB therefore blamed the Nigerian military and police, saying they cannot deny the knowledge of the locations of this criminal camp called Valley in also local government area. IPOB, while condemning the atrocity, hinted that the perpetrators of this senseless cruel acts are on the run and will meet their Waterloo very soon, as the blood of the innocent Biafrans and the spirit of the land will speak, and their end is near, and it shall be painful. IPOB has cautioned and rebuked the young Igbo billionaires who throws money callously as it contributes to bad influence on Igbo society. Mazi Chinasanworo, the Middle East rep, made this remark on his broadcast last night on Radio Biafra. He reiterated on the importance of skill acquisitions among the youths, while condemning the degenerated state some youth falls into by being victims of the social media so-called billionaires who influences youths into living skill acquisitions for quick wealth pursuits due to negative influences on social media. Mazi during the broadcast captured the mood while appealing to well-meaning Biafrans to join and support IPOB's push for imminent restoration of Biafra. He touched also on the reasonable decisions by the IPOB leadership to readmit the genuine repentant Biafrans who were deceived after they must have gone through a rigorous monitored vetting. Mazi elaborated specifically that saboteurs are not included in the exercise, stating that the DOS directives on the terms and conditions for readmissions are contained in the circulating memo, which has been released by the leadership. In a continuous solidarity call for the release of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the Human Rights Writers Association of Nigeria, Mike Ejiofor, the former director of DSS, and Dr. Adeboyega Alao, a Yoruba cleric, have all joined in the call for immediate release and unconditional release of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The human rights group emphasized the various negative impacts the unlawful incarceration of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have had and still continue to have in the Southeast. In a statement last Tuesday, the Human Rights Group National Coordinator Emmanuel Onwubiko condemned the federal government for its persistent disregard of court rulings, including those of Nigerian courts and directives from the international human rights bodies, such as the United Nations Human Rights Council. The group demanded that the federal government compensate Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to the tune of 100 billion naira for his unconstitutional detention and the dehumanization that he has endured. They further stated that Kanu's ongoing detention has exacerbated insecurity in the southeast, leading to significant economic decline in the region. The former director of DSS, Mike Ejiofor, on his side, while speaking on Arise television morning show on Thursday, called on Tinubu's administration to consider a political solution to resolve the insecurities in the southeast. He called on the Nigerian government to prioritize security challenges, while he lamented that the unknown gunmen killing innocent people in the southeast claimed to be fighting for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, but he noted that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has issued warnings that such people do not fight for him. Thereby, he called on the Nigerian government to use the opportunity to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu unconditionally in order to disband the claims of those criminal elements. On another note, a Yoruba cleric, Dr. Alao, who is the supreme head of the Cherubim and Seraphim Church of Nigeria, during a press conference held this week at Agege, Lagos, has called on the Nigerian president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, to use his presidential powers to release the detained Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for the stability of the polity. He lamented at the inability of Nigeria to achieve a genuine nationhood after 64 years of its independence, attributing the instability of the polity to the deliberate exclusion of the Igbos from the political power, adding that a redress to the injustice would end the incessant separatist agitations, adding that Igbos should be acknowledged or given a chance, or Nigeria should let them go. The IPOB European rep, Mazi Austin Abanim, has called on all IPOB members, especially those in diaspora, to get committed and do more to support the struggle this year. Mazi Abanim, while speaking on UK Time Out Radio Biafra program last Sunday, reiterated no complacency this year. He stated that we are in the final phase of the struggle, therefore we should not lose guard. He calls on Biafrans to think home, invest home, and provide job opportunities for those in Biafra land. Mazi Abanim also threw light on some various special national evangelism programs, which IPOB will be rolling out this year in various countries, starting from Italy Get Together coming up on 29th March. He also explained that the programs are strategized to be a wake-up call for Biafrans in slumbers. Meanwhile, the IPOB UK National Coordinator, Chief Oge Chukwu, in the same vein, has hinted that the 2025 IPOB UK Annual General Meeting will hold in July in Luton, which he said would also serve as a platform for European evangelism. The wife of our leader, Oge Chukwu, has petitioned the key protagonists for the malicious lies and wicked falsehood against her personality, fidelity, and marital integrity. Lolo petitioned and called the agent provocateur Simon Ekpa The Kanu's in-law, Young Onwukwe, aka Master Prophet, and his wife, Chinwe Kanu Onwukwe, to answer before the gods of our land, which they have up to March this year to appear before the Kamanu Umugo Awamuku traditional shrine to confirm or otherwise confess their false accusations of adultery and other infidelity acts they leveled against her, the daughter of the soil. Some more news headlines. Fire has engulfed a section of Nkwonewi Market, popularly known as Afiamwede, destroying goods worth billions of naira last Tuesday morning. The Rivers State Police Command say they have recovered the body of a Dutch national who drowned while escaping the gunmen. A retired military general, General Williams, has called for immediate disbandment of DSS, NIA, and the DIA over their failures to track the sponsors of terrorism, saying if these agencies cannot find where Boko Harams are getting their money from, then they should be closed down. Some news from Africa. ECOWAS has officially confirmed Mali's withdrawal from the organization and has initiated separation procedures. Israel's cabinet approved a deal early Saturday for a ceasefire in Gaza and the release of hostages that would pause 15 months of war with Hamas. Burkina Faso leader Ibrahim Traoré has announced the outlawing of French as official language, as well banned their judges from wearing French-British-styled wigs in courts. That's the news beat for the week. Thanks for listening.